Hello and welcome to Reporters here on France 24, the programme which showcases some of the best stories from our correspondents around the world. Well, this week we bring you a tale of two cities, Limerick in Ireland and Łódź in Poland, both in the European Union and both hugely affected by the economic crisis, but in very different ways. Well, nearly everyone in Limerick works or knows someone who works for Dell. The US computer giant's been there for years, but it's leaving town in a bid to save money and moving its European manufacturing base to the Polish city of Łódź. Costs there are cheaper, and it's been offered generous EU incentives as Brussels props up the bloc's newest members. So while the unemployment queues get longer in Limerick, Łódź is basking in a boom. France 24's Mary McCarthy and James Andre bring us this special report.
This factory is in its dying days. In April, Dell will shut down here, laying off 1,900 people. The production lines are heading to Poland, a brutal departure in that Dell has always boasted about record productivity here. Since setting up in Limerick 19 years ago, Dell has received over 53 million euros in state aid. We aren't allowed to visit the plant. Dell likes to keep its secrets, and it doesn't like trade unions. Indeed, Dell management has never recognized unions. These workers are holding a first meeting with lawyers. Their goal? Negotiate a better severance package. Thanks to a petition, they've managed to increase the maximum payout from 1 to 2 years of salary. But they say that's not enough. After an hour, the workers issue their first statement.
The general body of the workers are most aggrieved by what's been offered to them to date, especially having regard to the fact that Dell is a €65 billion company.
Dell has been making big profits, but rumors of a factory closing had been rampant for months. The announcement still came as a surprise to the 1,900 workers suddenly out of a job.
It's a disappointment, in the way, just for the company to up and go, that when they were doing so well, we were the flagship for 20 years, and for this just to come all of a sudden, it was, a shock.
So when it came, we were obviously shocked. We were stunned.
The Dell workers are afraid to speak. Dell has threatened employees who talk to the media, saying they risk getting sacked without their severance package. For Limerick, Dell's departure is a devastating blow. Its suppliers are also packing up for Poland, which means at least 10,000 jobs are going to disappear in a city of about 100,000 people. Dell's flight couldn't have come at a worse time. The region was already hard hit by the economic downturn. The number of people asking for unemployment benefits has risen by 74%.
Yeah, it's changed drastically. I've never seen a queue like this. It reminds me of something from the 30s in America. Perhaps we'll have soup kitchens next.
Hours have been reduced from 5 days a week to 1. So basically, I have no work.
O'Connell Street, Limerick's main thoroughfare. Businesses shut down, spaces to rent. The Celtic Tiger has come and gone in this historically poor city. To Mayor John Gilligan, the situation is headed from bad to catastrophic, and he lays the blame squarely on Dell.
People suspected, that Dell were going to close down, and they always denied that up to the very last week, is that people wouldn't have done things like taking out mortgages. They wouldn't have taken out big loans on cars. Now they find that they've been buying their houses at the top end of the market, and now without a job, there's always the chance they could be homeless as well, and they feel very, very aggrieved about that.
When the Celtic Tiger was in full swing, Limerick was a hot destination for immigrants. Many Poles moved here in 2004 as soon as Poland joined the EU. They now make up 10% of the population, but in these hard times, they're often the first to lose their jobs. This language school offers English classes specially adapted for Poles.
No, this pencil is green. Which pencil is grey? This pencil is grey.
Until now, Poles had been welcomed by the local community. But since Dell announced that it's heading for Poland, tension has emerged.
Taking from, yeah? Taking from. Okay, Łukasz.
obviously people would pronounce some words that maybe are not so fortunate, like go back to Poland or go back to your country, whatever country that is. But that's understandable because there's a lot of grief around, around losing jobs.
Discrimination, unemployment. Many Polish immigrants are starting to think it's time to head home.
I know 14 or 15 people who've gone back to Poland because they couldn't find work.
Artur and Kinga live in this bungalow in a Limerick suburb. The young couple moved to a booming Ireland 4 years ago. Their son was born here. His grandmother came over as well. Then, crisis hit.
Me and my wife, we were working, and now my wife lost job, and you know, there is no point to come to live here. You know, just I'm working and she's not working, and at the moment we are thinking about coming back to Poland, and in the near future we have an interview about job in Poland. And
Kinga's job interview is with a Dell supplier leaving Limerick for Poland.